Come one, come all. You are now listening to the Aux Podcast. Every week, Monday night, hosted by Steelo and Max. Roll yourself up something potent, pour yourself a drink, get yourself comfortable. We finna chill.
Everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Aux Podcast, your weekly source of underground hip-hop news, banter, all that bullshit that we regularly be talking about. Jeez Louise. It's your boy Steelo, aka OG Homunculus, aka the Ethereal Latino. We out here. As always, I'm joined by my brother Max, aka Maxing Out on Money, aka Sir Maximilian, aka Maximum Overdrive. I'm on some shit today. How you doing today, brother?
Chilling.
Yes, man.
It's been a very good day so far, as we will get into.
To say the fucking least, man. I always love it, because I be talking, like, the craziest amount of bullshit to open up these episodes, and it's always like, yeah, I'm alright. You know? It's a good dynamic.
I just thought, we usually record these in, like, the early afternoon, and it's like, have you ever seen the picture that's, like, when you're laughing with bro and it's 5 p.m. on Sunday, but you got the fucking torture chamber tomorrow?
Yes, exactly. Actually,
That's how I feel every Sunday. So, like, if we recorded these on, like, Saturday, I'd be, like, you know, I'd be chipper. But every waking moment is just, wow, I have to go to work tomorrow.
That's so fucking real, man. Like, because we're both some fucking, like, 9 to 5 fucking corporate dude. That's real, bro. Like, Sunday is the day of dread. It's the day knowing that, like, the inevitable is coming tomorrow, you know? Yeah, it's wild. It's wild. But yeah, we're chilling. It's same shit, different day. I'm looking, the lighting in my place is mad weird right now. That's why I said the Ethereal Latino. I don't really know what's going on back here. But we chilling. We all right. So, as per tradition with the Aux brother, what have you been listening to this week?
Very, very weird week of listening for me, I'm not gonna lie.
Right on. We love
my
that.
number one streamed song, in anticipation for the album coming out this Friday, I've been listening to a lot of the Marias.
Right on. Oh, fuck, that's dropping this Friday.
Yeah, her solo project, Maria of the Marias, is coming out on Friday. No. I don't remember what the project's called. She just announced it.
Yeah.
But my most listened to song this week is The Mice Inside This Room off of their 2021 album Cinema.
I don't think I've bumped it yet.
That's a really good track. Honestly, I hadn't heard it before I got the record, and then I got the record and I listened to it and I was like, wow, this is really good.
Yeah. Type shit.
So that's my number one. Number two this week, I don't really know why I've been listening to this much, but Free the Ruler off Ware Dyer.
Oh, right on.
Going back, I feel like this is in my top 5 every week or every other week or some shit, but like I think Free the Ruler might be my favorite track.
I think so.
On the normal version.
I was going to say, off the DSP release, I can easily say that that's my favorite.
Yeah.
Off like the actual release though, Geb is one of the craziest songs ever made of all time.
I might have all 3 bonus tracks in my top 3.
Agreed. It's Geb, My Brother the Wind.
Brother the Wind and All the Small Things.
All the Small Things is crazy, dude. Yeah, that's so real. That's so real, man. Yeah. Type shit.
Third, I went back to one that I haven't listened to this album in like 5 years.
Oh, right.
So I've been listening to a lot of Driving Gloves off of the 2015 Gangrene album.
Word.
Alchemist Oh No, and then this one's featuring Action Bronson off of You Disgust Me.
Whoa.
So like I don't know how much of the Gangrene stuff you've listened to, but pretty much pre-2023, all of the rapping Alchemist did was on the Gangrene albums with Oh No, who's Madlin's little brother.
Oh shit. Okay.
And they make this like This album, did you listen to Heads I Win, Tails You Lose from last year?
Yes, that I did. That was a crazy album.
That, like, super, like, metallic, industrial hip-hop, sounding stuff is, like, I think it's, like, when Alchemist is his best rapping. And even, like, Oh No, like, I really, really like those projects.
Yeah.
And I think it, like...
Shit.
I think it's a really interesting, like, unexplored realm of hip hop for both of those two producers because I mean Alchemist is obviously, he's the sample based guy before anything else, but these super obscure, like almost like symphonic sounds that are in a lot of those tracks are like, I can't imagine really anybody rapping over a lot of this stuff, but
he fucking does.
I think Alchemist like saves those for himself. Yeah.
Word type shit. It's one of those things. I was talking with I forget who, but as a producer, like as prolific as Alchemist, who's worked with some of the greatest rappers to ever live, how could you not be a crazy rapper yourself at that point? And like every Alchemist verse that I've heard, he fucking bodies it. So you know what, man? Like, yeah, word. Okay, so on this whole thing, he's just rapping.
Yep, him and Oh No are just rapping, and they trade beats and everything, and yeah.
I gotta tap the fuck in. That's crazy, dude.
They have a few projects out, other than that one.
Vodka and Ayahuasca sounds crazy.
That's a really good song. The one with, there's one...
Holy shit.
I'd have to look at the track list again.
Every day I learn some new shit, man, and you're putting me on it like 70% of the time. It's crazy.
The Just for Decoration with Evidence and Chuck Strangers, that song is stupid.
That just sounds fucking ridiculous, actually. Yeah, okay, right on. Shout out Chuck Strangers, man. That's one of the most underrated dudes doing it right now, I think.
Yes.
Fuck yeah. Okay. I'll tap the fuck
I still think the best Boldy album to come out this year is Token of Appreciation, fully produced by Chuck Strangers. But that's just me.
I can honest to God agree with that. I can agree with that, I think. Yeah, right on. Fuck, okay, look at that.
To get back on topic, the reason I love the Action Bronson song is, like, the second line of the song is, that's, like, one thing's for sure, like, a shit in the morning,
It's so real, actually. It's so fucking real, actually.
We've all been there.
Yeah, that is quite literally, for sure, man. Me and my brothers have said on many occasions we don't feel normal and we can't leave the house until we've had our morning shit. And, like, that's some of the realest shit ever spoken, pun intended.
For real.
Yeah. Because it fucks your whole day up if you don't. And it's like, what the fuck are we doing, man?
Yeah, then you got to use a public bathroom and it's like, I can't do this.
Yeah, bad scene, bro. Word, right on. Okay. I need to tap in with this. That is crazy. I've never heard of this before.
If you liked Heads I Win, Tails You Lose, you'll like this one.
Fucking beautiful. Okay. And what a fucking album name and album cover, too. It's like fucked up looking Muppet just that's crazy, man.
Even Gutter Water is crazy. Like all four of these albums are really, really good, I think. I think they're really, really underappreciated.
I'll tap in, bro. I'll tap in.
And I don't know if you know this, but you probably do, but these two did the GTA soundtrack on the Lab Radio. Yeah.
That I did know.
That's how I originally found them.
Word. See, you want to know what's fucking crazy? This is a take that, not really a take, this is just something about me that, like, has low-key gotten me crucified. I've never played GTA 5. Just never in my life.
That is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Now, I will say, we're going to derail this whole conversation.
Yes, we are.
I think GTA 5, at this point, I wouldn't say is essential for you to play, because it's 2025.
Yeah.
But when the game came out, there was nothing like it. Like,
yes, absolutely. I mean, fuck.
GTA 5 is like, I think it's 10 years ago now. I think it was 2015, 2014.
No, it was 2013.
Good God.
Yeah, which is fucking crazy. It's been on 3 generations of consoles, because it was like 360 PS3, Xbox One,
Mhm.
PS4, and then sure enough, they did the Xbox Series PS5 release. Yeah, so 3 generations of
Yeah,
consoles.
so I think it's like at that time and even now, I think it's one of the best like
Mhm.
open world just do shit games.
Oh, absolutely.
Like
Without a doubt.
I think
Clearly you've never played The Legend of Zelda Breath of the... Sorry, I'll kill myself now.
oh, good
actually.
God.
I will paint this wall crimson. My fault. That's insane to say. We're on some shit today. No, like, I know it's one of those ones that's like a must play, but like, I just never got around to it. I don't know. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Anyway, it's track number 4 you've been listening to this week. It's been 10 minutes.
Track number 4, I have Sidewalk Soldier, What the Policy's For, off of Renaissance Man.
Yep. Oh, fuck.
I don't know
right
if that's my
on,
favorite
dude.
track, but I've been listening to that one a lot.
Yeah.
Whether it's on purpose or by accident.
Shout out to Renaissance Man, just as a concept.
For real.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of crazy that and some rap songs came out the same year.
Fuck.
Because those albums are very, very similar in
Yes.
my mind. Like,
Absolutely.
the super lo-fi muffled vocals type situation that's going
And
on in
even
both
just
of those.
the lyrical content as well, I'd say. I'd say this is Mike at probably his... What's the word I'm looking for? Like, at his most vulnerable? Which is crazy, because all of his music is pretty vulnerable, but... Yeah.
Between this and Tears of Joy, the like 2018, 2019 type phase that he was in there, I think is for sure. Yeah, I would agree.
For sure. And then track number 5. What are we spinning? What's the
fuck. Track number 5. It's another Maria song. It's Sienna. Another good one.
Banger. Actually a fucking banger. Arguably, really thinking about it, that also might be my favorite off of Submarine. Like, I've really sat with this album after your recommendation. What a fucking way to close it, man. Like, oh my God. Yeah.
I have yet to find an album that invokes the feeling that one does.
Agreed.
Like,
Agreed.
I don't even know what fucking genre you call that, but like...
It's special, man. It is special.
Yeah.
Like, oh.
I'm really hoping that this new album... I know it's not the whole band, but like I know that the rest of them are probably going to be all over the album in some way. I just really hope that it captures a similar feeling, you know?
Similar kind of vibe. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And that's the funny part too. Like, people really think we only listen to hip hop. We don't only listen to hip hop, bro. We be out here, bro. Yeah. I've also had a pretty interesting week of listening. Let me pull up the motherfucking Bandcamp. Hold up. Because we're getting fucking ethereal in this bitch. Track number 1, I'm gonna keep it a stack. I just rediscovered it, like, I want to say 2 days ago, but I've already listened to it an astonishing amount of times. That's Comet by Zeke Ultra. Y'all niggas know me, bruh. Y'all niggas know I'm an emotional ass motherfucker. From Zeke Ultra is like one of the craziest EPs ever. This shit is very, very special to me, to say the least. And this song specifically, man, like it fucking hits, bro. It fucking hits. I think Zeke Ultra is one of those ones where, like, I love the hip hop that's very vulnerable and like not necessarily sad, but like shit that talks about the real shit, you know? Like, my favorite bar on this song is like, and dog, this living shit's a lot, but still I give it all I got, you know? And like, that's just what it's about, man. Track number 2 is a new one that we'll talk about later, but Akai Solo just dropped a new single called Peace to the Heavens, which is probably the happiest we've heard Akai in. Like, this is like a really fucking like jump on the bed for joy type beat, and Akai's just talking that shit. I fucking love it. It's amazing. We'll get more into it later. It's a really, really good time. Track number 3, actually 3, 4, and 5 are all coming off of Everything Burns by Nakama, which is an album I've really, really been sitting with recently and really falling in love with it. Track number 3 is Ghost, where despite talking fucking like crazy heady concepts. The chorus on it is big nose like Phineas. I'm refurbished, sipping my Perrier. That's not what it actually. Dude, it's really fucking good, man. Oh, what is it? Big nose like Phineas, swinging like it's a really swinging it. Big. I can't fucking speak today. Stay refurbished, costs get cut, but it's all relative. Can this Perrier? Who's dropping Phineas and Ferb references in the hook and then talking about trap jumping out the duplex in the verse? Like, no one's doing it like Nakama, man. Track number 4, also off of this album, that would be No Flats, which is, funny enough, right after Ghost in the track list. Funny enough, later this week, Nakama is coming on the Aux to talk about this album, so me and him really get into a lot of the content of this thing. No Flats is fucking crazy. It's so good. So good. And then track number 5 is the closer off of this album, My Turn. I don't even want to spoil it because there's like a lot that's going into this album, but it's coming from like some of the craziest world building writing shit. Cause like the Bandcamp version of the album is different than like the version that's on streaming. And like, not just from like sample, like intentionally in lore, like there's lore to this fucking album. And oh dude, it's nuts. And like the Bandcamp version of the album has a lot more that goes into it than the streaming version, and that's like intentionally so. It is it's crazy. It's crazy. So that's been my week. It's been a good time. We've been hanging out, we've been vibing. In terms of getting into the new releases, I always say that there wasn't too many, but there was actually a decent bit of shit that came out. First thing that was on my radar is the new Killer Kane tape, 2000 XL, A Space Oddity. Or Space Odyssey, sorry, I get those words confused. I had the privilege of listening to this thing early. Shout out to Kane, that's my fucking goat. He wanted me to have a copy of this just to listen to before it came out, because he will also be coming on the Aux later to talk about this. Some of the craziest shit I've heard this year. You guys know me, I'm a sucker for a producer-led tape. I think that shit is like fucking wild, always. In terms of features on this thing, we got a lot of rappers that I haven't really heard of too much. Green Slime, Barry Marrow, Freddie Stone, Cliff, aka The Only One. We also have some MCs I'm very familiar with. We got Teller Banks, we got Ratman Gavin, we got Sequence, we got Sleep Sinatra. There's some Ayashi production credit on this thing as well. I feel a lot of the times with producer albums, you can kind of get lost in the sauce where it just feels like a collection of songs as opposed to a cohesive sonic scape. But this album is absolutely not that. It is really Kane's world. Like, if you look at the album cover, it's like 2001 Space Odyssey reference with like the monolith with the apes, but they're looking at a fucking SP404. It's so sick. So sick. And yeah, genuinely fucking incredible. Kane is one of the illest producers doing it right now. You guys got to tap in with this one. This is one of my favorite releases this year. I say that every week, but like, fuck me, dude. Up next thing I tapped in with is a Homeboy Sandman and Guidance EP, Tears of Joy, which I'm not too sure if this is like an older project that just hit DSPs now or new. Either way, my first time hearing it. I was talking to the homie Squishy actually about this. Shout out Squishy, appreciate you, beloved. She was saying that some of the bars were a little lackluster, but I think what makes Homeboy Sandman so great is that more like chilled out, kind of sleepy demeanor. And this EP is a perfect example of that. It is like fucking sick. It's just like wavy vibes, like you're drifting into sleep, hence Homeboy Sandman, Mr. Sandman, you know what I mean? 6 tracks, all of it was really, really good. Next thing I tapped in with, Murder of Crows, the new Mick Jenkins album, finally hit DSPs. I'm a big Mick Jenkins guy. I fucking love that dude. I've been a really big fan since The Waters in like 2014. And Mick is still just in fucking prime form. Like it's just as good as all of his other shit, which is crazy because all of his other shit is fucking phenomenal. Crazy album. Crazy album. It's just, Mick is just one of those ones that I think it will forever be underrated, which is crazy because, like, pound for pound, I think he's like one of the best MCs of all time, all things considered. That might be a hot take. I think he's fucking fantastic. This shit, no exception. Genuinely fucking incredible. Yeah. Up next. Oh man, my nose is like fucking really giving me a hard time today. Let me blow my nose actually. Hold on.
Type shit.
A wise man once said, I have the paper towel usage habits of a much wealthier man. And like, realer shit has never been spoken.
We all do. We all do.
It's wild, man. We live in such a consumer world that paper. I'm not going to get into that.
We live in such a society.
That we do, my friend. That we fucking do.
What a society we live
in. Next thing I tapped in, there's a new Jev EP out, Loner World Volume 2. I'm a big Jev enjoyer. I fucking love this dude. He had an album in 2022, I want to say that, yeah, The Color Gray, which I heard that and just absolutely fell in love with. Everything that he's made since has been crazy. 2024, he had When Angels Cry. It's just Jev in top shape, good production, good bars. There's a Conductor Williams beat on this thing. Tap in. I don't really know how to describe it other than just like good raps, good fundamental hip hop shit. Jev has one of my favorite voices, as weird as it sounds. Like, I think his delivery is really special. I like it quite a bit. I liked it a lot. I spun it like twice, I want to say, top to bottom, but it's going to be one of those ones that stays in my rotation a lot this year and for this upcoming little bit. This next one, the new Soul Child album actually came out last week. I just completely missed it. Finally sat down, gave it a listen. Fucking incredible. It's called Rebirth Theory. Jazzy, funky, soulful, cool samples, cool live instrumentation. Soul Child has a crazy voice. She's melodic on this shit. She's rapping. There's really good features on it. Kai Cruscade, who had an album last week, which sounds like a Pink Sifu record, also sounds like Pink Sifu. There's Wise Boy Jeremy on this thing. Eric Scott. There's a Dram interlude. Shout out Dram. We haven't heard much of that motherfucker in some time now. At least I haven't. This thing was really, really dope. Really, really enjoyed it. Yeah, not too much to say on it, truth be told. It was just a really enjoyable listen for me. Up next, we have a new Blue and Mika 9 album. Mono and Stereo is, I think, the duo name? I think. Yes, it would be. This album, God Takes Care of Babies and Fools. I got recommended this. Like, obviously, I've seen it out and about, but the homie, Nick, was like, yo, you really got to tap in with this thing. I'm a big Blue enjoyer. I love Blue. This is very much so another thing on that line where I was like, yeah, this is really special project. Crazy features on it. We got The Far Side is on a cut, which is like fucking wild. Just good fundamental hip hop, really good production, classic boom bap shit. A lot different from Blue's album earlier this year, 40, which was the like the birthday celebration one. Way different sound from that, but like still within that same kind of boom bap niche, I suppose. I liked it quite a bit. It was really, really dope. This next album came out in 2023 originally, but the deluxe of Planet Unfaithful by Fatboy Sharif and Roper Williams has hit DSPs. I believe there's 2 bonus tracks, LA Nights and Terrorist Loop, and Vomit Performance Art. Sorry, there's 3 bonus tracks. And then all the instrumentals as well. This was one that I missed. I wasn't really tapped in with Fatboy Sharif when this album came out. So going back and listening to it, fucking crazy. The Roper Williams production is fucking nuts. Really, really enjoyable listen. I love Fatboy Sharif. I love when my rapper sounds like an evil fucking sorcerer. And Sharif is like the perfect example of that, if we're being real. Yeah, super dope. Up next, we got a new Alchemist album that just came out, Roulette. Alchemist is like jazzy, low-key. I wouldn't really say boom bap, but like nice, chill drums. This thing was really, really dope. Some of it's instrumental, some of it just has some dope MCs on it, like Homeboy Sandman's on the opener. Shout out Homeboy Sandman. Yeah, really enjoyable. I liked it quite a bit. If you're looking for just some chill shit to kick back, enjoy, this is the vibe for sure. This next album isn't new, but it was something that came into my radar that I want to talk about. Substance by K-More. Friend of the Aux, shout out to K-More, that's the homie. This thing came out in March of this year, actually, but I really tapped into it and wanted to bring attention to it. One of the illest beat tapes I've heard in a while, kind of like, I feel, not to put it in a box, but like very J Dilla inspired, just good sample cuts, good fundamentals of hip hop. I gave this thing a couple spins, actually. I've been in my bag writing, so I was writing a lot to this thing. Crazy, man. Crazy. Really, really good beat tape. I was not expecting to like it as much as I did. It's kind of hard for me to listen to just like straight instrumentals these days. Just from like a sheer ADHD engagement point of view. This shit was dope as fuck though, man. I liked it quite a bit. If you like that classic hip hop style, especially if you like J Dilla, give the thing a spin, give it a chance. I think you guys will really, really like it, especially if you're into that kind of more chilled, back, mellow kind of vibe. Super dope. And then we're going to get into the singles that spawned. Jesus Christ, Freudian slip. The singles that hit DSPs. A new Lianne La Havas single, Disarray. I've only listened to her self-titled from 2020, which is like just good melodic R&B type shit. She's back in that bag. It was super dope. I liked it quite a bit. I believe this is going to be part of an upcoming album, which I'm looking forward to. I will be there. I'll be listening to it. Up next, I talked about it earlier, but the new Akai solo album, Peace to the Heavens, which I'm super fucking geeked for because this is absolutely part of a new album. Let me pull up the motherfucking Instagram. Hold up. You guys know me. Akai Solo is probably my favorite rapper right now, which is like kind of crazy, but that's my fucking GOAT personally. This sounds not really like anything we've heard him on before. That's one thing I really like about Akai Solo is he's constantly reinventing his sound, which is just my thing. Like, I fucking love when artists do that, especially rappers. But like, he's still within that same Akai Solo bag. My fucking GOAT. Tap the fuck in, man. Up next, new Mike Shab single, Crickets. Shab has been getting into kind of like a Caribbean bag recently with his production. Like, he had a single last week, 2 weeks ago, that was kind of like a dance hall cut. This has kind of like a reggae vibe to it. Like, you have like the palm muted guitar and the more like mellow type shit. It's just a cool bag to hear Mike Shab in. This shit was dope as fuck. I believe it's going to be part of another album coming out, which is crazy because he's already had one hell of a 2025. Nobody's really doing it like Mike Shab. Fucking love that guy. Goated. Yeah. Up next, we got a new Teller Banks and Ed Gloria single, Pray, which is coming off of, I know they're doing an album that's coming out later this year. I want to say maybe end of October. I'm a big Teller Banks guy. This shit is crazy. Really, really good production. Ed Glorious is a crazy producer. You guys want to tap in with this one, especially if you like Drug Money from earlier this year. Yeah, I'm kind of fucking waffling right now, eh? That's fine. It's the nature of the business.
Or more.
We got like a lot more. Up next, I believe you actually told me about this one, Max. Business Merger by Hit Boy and The Alchemist. Crazy shit, actually.
That's a really good song.
Really fucking
They supposedly have an album coming out this year. I don't know if that's actually going to happen.
Yeah. I don't
can
trust
add that to the
Alchemist
list of like 5 Alchemist albums that are still coming out in the next 2 months.
Bro. I don't trust that motherfucker anymore, bro. If he says he has music coming out, we're like, I will believe it when it's in my hands, you know?
And every time he tweets, there's another thing that's also going to come out this year.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro.
100%. It's
whatever. I'll believe it when I see it. There's only one that has an actual date.
And that's the Arm & Hammer, right?
Yeah, that's like almost exactly a month from today.
Fuck, it's in a month. Oh shit.
We'll be there.
We to say the fucking least, bro. Yeah. Next single that I want to talk about is there's a Pink Sifu feature on the Love Experiment called Believe. I'd never heard of the Love Experiment up until this point. Seems like it's a producer collective situation, which I'm always into. Pink Sifu has been on like fucking everything this year. This dude has had crazy feature runs. He bodies it as per usual, just some chill shit. Kind of reminds me of Leather Boulevard, like that kind of vibe, you know? Jazzy, chill shit. I liked it quite a bit. Tap in. A new Messiah single called For Show came out. Shout out Messiah, part of that like Charlotte collective. I saw him open. We both saw him open for MAVI that one show, and after that, I became a very big fan. I love everything that he's done up until now. This single's dope as fuck. I liked it quite a bit. Kind of like a trap bag that he's in, as weird as it sounds. Like the production's pretty interesting. I believe it's self-produced as well. Yeah. And then finally, in terms of DSP releases / singles, we got Spawn by Nico and Blackula. Two of the homies. Those are my fucking guys. We'll get into it later. This is a single off of a EP that they're going to be dropping soon. Nico is an MC that I really like. And I really like to see the potential that he has. And everything I've heard from him, he's just getting better and better with every release, and that makes me happy. I feel like a proud uncle. This shit's dope as fuck, man. And I know the EP is going to be dope. And this is the first I've heard from Blackula, a.k.a. Hamza, production-wise. So, yeah. I'm into it. And then, switching over to the 3 Bandcamp releases, the Aux never rests. I need you guys to know how much fucking music I listen to every week. We got a new Raffi and Juice featuring Quentin Ahmad, the God, Treasures. This shit is fucking crazy, man. Raffi is one of the craziest producers in the game right now. This thing kind of reminds me of, I don't even know how to describe it, man, but like the Raffi production is very much so in that like Bruiser Wolf kind of like punchline bag, but Juice is just going fucking crazy. Yeah, this shit's dope as fuck. This shit is super, super dope. It kind of kills me because I can't listen to Bandcamp shit at work, and I have to only stick to DSP, so I really only had a chance to spin this thing once. It's fucking crazy, though. You guys need to tap in. Really, really, really enjoyable. I think it's going to be hitting DSP soon. I hope. I don't know. We'll see. We'll figure it out. If not, support your Bandcamp creators. Bandcamp is the wave, guys. Bandcamp Friday. Up next on Bandcamp, we got the new Jesse the Tree album, Worm in Heaven. That's oomph, first and foremost. That's my fucking guy. Shout out Jesse the Tree. This is one of the coolest fucking not EPs. Coolest albums I've heard this year. Jesse is the most underrated MC. I've been talking in mad hyperbole. Jesse is a underrated MC. Crazy shit. This shit is really, really dope. A lot of cool features on it. There's a KVI and Fatboy Sharif cut. I don't know who the Slug of Atmosphere is, but that shit was crazy. Black Lick and Toadstool. There's a Def C feature. Shout out Def C, the fucking feature assassin. This thing was really, really good. Really enjoyable. I'm excited because Jesse the Tree is coming to Toronto in like 10 days, give or take. And I'm going to see this thing live. I'm going to see him perform a lot of other songs live, along with a bunch of other cool acts. I'm really looking forward to it. Yeah, shit's dope. Definitely tap in. And then finally, we have a single from Manu Trovao and KLG Clerge, my fucking homies. I believe this is going to be part of an album coming out soon. I believe. Don't quote me on that. This shit's dope as fuck, though. Manu is one of my favorite producers doing it right now. She does some crazy shit, like real experimental industrial shit. And Clerge, once again, I really like rappers that sound like evil fucking sorcerers. And Clerge sounds like an evil fucking sorcerer. Like, it's great. I believe, you know when you get the Steam notifications of somebody playing a game?
Yeah.
There's somebody on my Steam friends list called Phineas Touched Ferb. And like, all right, man. Like, all right, dude. That's why he quiet, right? That's why he quiet. And yeah, with that is every new release that I tapped into. I've been listening to so much shit recently, bro. I haven't really had a chance to go back and listen to all the shit that I said I would listen to. But we're fucking going, man. We're getting this shit done. I need to rest my voice and drink some water before I start yapping away again, because there's a lot of shit that I need to yap away about. Yeah. It really do be fucking 1 p.m. on a Sunday, and the dread is settling in. But you know what? We're here, man. We're fucking here. Okay. Let me move this around. Yeah, let's do that. The first new music announcement, I mentioned it briefly. Akai Solo has announced No Control, No Glory, which is coming out November 14th. We have actually just never been more up in my life. Excitement doesn't begin to describe how I'm feeling about this. Like you can see in my comment, let's fucking go. I love Akai Solo. Akai Solo is one of my favorite MCs ever of all time. And I know this shit's gonna be crazy. The single that came off of it is fucking crazy. I'm excited to see where the production goes. I'm excited to see the lyric. Like, I know I'm just gonna be spinning it like fucking crazy, dude. It's gonna be sick. And there's also visuals to the single where it's just him in a green screen walking through various situations. And I think that's really funny. Akai is one of those ones where like people don't really get his humor, I think, but he's low-key really fucking funny. Like he has a bar, I'd be embarrassed to die with all this poop in my body. Like, so real, man. So fucking real. Yeah. I've been tapping in with a few of his Twitch streams when I'm working from home, and he'd just be playing Fortnite with Fick, and it's a really good time. So tap in with that too. Up next, this is one that I haven't really, or I haven't heard anything from Merkaba before, but I feel like I've heard them on features. They have an album coming out called A Metal Snake coming on October 17th, so in a few weeks from now. A lot of people in the scene that I fuck with, whose opinions I fuck with, have heard this thing and they really fuck with it. Like, funny enough, right here, Cinemasi, aka Dylan, my fucking goat. They were talking about this. They co-signed this. Shamar co-signed this. Samundi, Sasko, like that whole scene of people whose music I really fuck with. I've been talking about this thing, so I'm excited. I'm really, really looking forward to it. I mentioned it a little bit before, but Nico and Hamza, Showtime, their EP, no release date, but coming soon. They apparently have been they started working on this thing like 2 weeks ago, apparently, and it's already done. I'm excited to see where this goes. I've never heard Hamza produce. I really like Nico as an MC. No, I'm not following him on the Aux account. That's fucked up. I'm a fake fan. Follow the Aux Twitter, by the way. Follow the Aux Instagram. Give us the dopamine, please. Like, comment, subscribe. I need to die, I think, actually. Yeah, this shit's gonna be dope. The image is, I think that's Larry Bird. I'm a fake NBA fan, bruh. I'm not even, yeah. Either way, I'm looking forward to this thing. It's gonna be dope. Up next, say what you will about Rap Ferreira or Milo. He has a new album coming out in 46 days called The Night Green Side of It, November 21st. Say what you will about Rap Ferreira. He's one of the illest MCs to ever touch a mic, and nobody can deny that. Let's be honest with ourselves. I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna be listening to this thing. I love Rap Ferreira's music. This shit's gonna be ill as fuck. I think he literally just announced it today, like 2 hours before we started recording this. So we're fucking, the Aux is tapped in, bro. Don't ever get it twisted. Yeah. And then finally, more of like a tour announcement. We kind of talk about concerts and shit like that on this show, but Venna just announced a tour. I will be there. I've already caught my tickets. I'm fucking excited. I hope it doesn't get canceled like Joey Badass just canceled his fucking tour, which kind of made me sad.
Was it the whole tour or was it just some shows? Because I did see that he canceled a few of them.
I think it's the whole tour, I fear, which makes me kind of sad because I was really excited to see Absol and Rhapsody as well. But at the same time, it's at Rebel, which is like my least favorite venue in the city, so maybe a blessing in disguise. Yeah, and I have a feeling that has to do with like the whole United States government shutdown shit, which I'm just now hearing about. So Lord fucking knows. Yeah. I don't know. Either way, is what it is. I got my refund already. Fuck it. We're balling, you know? And one thing we forgot to mention, Taylor Swift dropped.
Hell yeah.
And you were telling me like right before we started recording this, she how many physicals did she sell?
So I might be wrong, and I did see a post that was like
Mhm.
pure album sales, which is not including streaming. So that includes any like digital copies of the record
Yeah.
sold, any physical pre-orders, CDs, cassettes, vinyl.
Yeah.
Those total sales from the first day totaled 2.7 million streams,
Jeez.
roughly,
Jeez
or copies
Louise.
rather.
That's a
Now, part of
lot.
that is because, like, if you go to her store, you can see like 4 different copies of the digital album for $5 each that people definitely just bought like 10 of each.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Let's
So,
go to her website.
because
shall we?
these fans are very obsessed with charting. Like, it's like the most important thing in the world to them. So,
Yeah.
like that is, to some
Four-
degree
4 different CDs is
manipulated.
crazy. It is, because it fucks the numbers up, and it makes, like, it's like we were talking about earlier, how like record sales and how people use record sales as like a metric of the quality of the music. We got actual Taylor Swift fans saying that this album fucking sucks, but it's gonna break records because, like, bro, 4 different variations of a CD is fucking insane, man. Oh, that vinyl is kind of sexy though. That's kind of a
The
sick
glitter
press.
one?
Yeah, that's kind of hard actually. Shit.
Yeah.
Do I comp? Wait a sec. No, I'm playing.
My God.
But it really goes to show where I feel a lot of the music discourse is kind of whack, because like we know that this is gonna get cited in a bunch of discussions about like Taylor's the GOAT. Look at how many she sold first week. That's like, bruh, it's like the whole fucking like K-pop thing where niggas will buy fucking 6 variations of one album because it comes with like a photo card or some shit. That's not authentic record sales, bruh. Like, and even then, who fucking cares? You know? Like, yeah, that's crazy work, man. That's crazy work. I'm gonna keep it a stack. I didn't listen to the thing. My guy No God Noah said that she doesn't have the sauce to be talking about sex bars like that. And you know what? Like, one thing about me, whatever No God says, I will agree with it. So why are you talking like that, Taylor? What are you doing? We don't need to hear about all that. Is that misogynistic from me? Probably. Do I hate women? Probably. No,
Good Lord.
I'm fighting for my life right now, man. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little under the weather, so I'm off the Dayquil right now. It's crazy, bro. You know the image is like a screenshot of Sean Kingston DMing the plug. It's like, Drake, man, please. I'm trying to pull up. That's how I feel right now.
Up, Drake, man.
Drake, man, please, I'm thirsty. Yeah, crazy. I'd say a solid week in terms of music, though. There's definitely a lot of shit that came out that I need to spin more. Like, I really want to sit with that Mick Jenkins more because, like, holy shit. Yeah. In terms of some housekeeping shit, I slowed down with the interviews a little bit because I realized I was going a little too hard, but those will be picking up soon. I have a lot of shit in the pipeline. Nakama will be releasing later this week. I've already recorded it. That's gonna be releasing later this week. Tomorrow night, I'm interviewing Wonton and 10 Worms because those guys dropped a project last week that I've been really fucking with. We got Crimson Merlot that's gonna be coming. His tape hasn't come out yet. It's gonna be coming out next week. Killer Kane, I haven't set up a date for it yet. And then there's one secret one that I can't tell you guys about, which I'm currently in the process of setting up. So yeah. Tap in with the Aux, man. Thank you guys for listening to all that shit. Fucking, I feel like I'm losing my mind like more than usual this week. Again. I don't know. Maybe I'm talking. I don't know. In terms of the miscellaneous topic I wanted to talk about this week, Pitchfork released their top 100 best rap albums of all time. And there's been a lot of discourse around it, to say the fucking least. They tried to keep it where there's only one entry per artist on the thing, just to keep it like contingency sake. Because let's be real, there'd be 15 Arm & Hammer albums on this. I'm playing. There's only the one. And the one that they chose is kind of interesting. Anyways, the thing that made me kind of curious is there's a lot of differing shit. Like, we have a lot of classics on here, obviously. Like, you know, number 100 is Snoop Dogg's Doggy Style. But then right afterwards, we have Doo-Wop Kane's Underdog. And where I was thinking is, like, also Sexy Red's Hood's Hottest Princess above Doo-Wop Kane. I don't know. But, like, I was thinking it's a little crazy because, oh my God, I can't speak today. I can't. Why do I host a podcast? I can't fucking speak, dude. Like, new age hip hop, modern shit, the shit that's changing now versus the classics and the fundamentals, right? Where, yes, they're both considered rap and hip hop, but I would consider the shit nowadays, yes, you can obviously draw influence from the stuff in the past, but it is a completely different landscape, right? And where I'm thinking is, like, where do we set the difference? And do we still consider, you know what I mean? Like, for example, fucking, like, number 1 on this album or on this list is The Infamous by Mobb Deep, right? Mm-hmm. Which is one of the greatest rap albums to ever exist, if not the best, right? But, like,
Album of the Year told me Quadeca's new album was better than it, so...
And that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying, too, is, like, are we really, like, I forget what number, but, like, Die Lit is on here. You could argue that in today's hip-hop landscape, Die Lit has had just as much of an influence as The Infamous. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Die Lit is directly above To Pimp a Butterfly. That was made on purpose.
Crazy, which is crazy, man. Like, and all things considered, I think To Pimp a Butterfly at 44 is fucking nuts as well, personally. And, like, I don't know, man. It really makes me think, like, where the hip-hop space and scene is going, what are the things that we are really gonna value? Because, like, with Die Lit being on here alongside, like, for example, fucking Take Care and Donuts, that means that, like Pop Smoke's Meet the Woo is gonna have just as much of an influence as Wu-Tang Clan's 36 Chamber Flow. And, like, there's an overarching point that I'm trying to make that I can't seem to get to, but where the modern hip-hop landscape is going, are we, you know what I'm trying to say here?
Yeah, like, I mean, it feels like one of these lists comes out every year from, like, stuff like this. Like, there's always a discussion happening of, like, you know, top whatever albums all time, and, like,
Yeah.
There's just never any real consistency with any of the lists.
None whatsoever. And like, I know they have, like, 15 different writers writing these things, you know?
Yeah, it's honestly a really, like, sorry excuse for journalism to try to, like, rank albums, not only, like, to your point, that are completely different sounding, and at this point, completely different, like, forms of music based on how much hip-hop has evolved over the last 50 years. But, like, I think as a writer, you have to understand that, like, you are sacrificing your credibility to some degree for clicks when you work for somewhere like Pitchfork or Rolling Stone. Like, 100%. To me, your opinions are not credible or to be listened to when you create lists like this that have absolutely no consistency. And
absolutely.
Not that anybody, like, actually deserves to have their opinion valued more than anybody else's in the hip hop space, because there's, like, I mean, of course, blah blah blah, music is subjective, all that good stuff. We know that. But like, to do that and to act like you're actually trying to rank things when
Yes.
you have
Yeah.
30 different people writing these reviews.
Mhm.
You have people who have definitely not heard all of these albums making choices on
100%.
where to rank things. And you're trying to like get people to interact with this in a way that I don't think is respectful to any of the art on the actual list.
Agreed, fully. Because I feel a lot of it, like, especially when it comes to this kind of journalism, quote unquote, like, not to discredit any of the writers who are, you know, writing these articles and like trying to make a living for themselves, because like at the end of the day, niggas got to eat. But it feels like it's just for clickbait, and it feels like it's just for engagement, and it feels like it's disrespectful not only to the art itself that they're trying to highlight, but also to the reader. Because like, bro, fucking like, we got a Bad Bunny record on here, and like I like the Bad Bunny records. This is not a better album than Rome by Arm& Hammer. You know what I mean? And it's like trying to rank these and trying to quantify these and put them all under one umbrella, I feel is kind of disrespectful to the medium, you know? And like, I don't know, man, it just doesn't sit right with me. And I guess we're kind of giving them what they want by talking about this, but like, I don't know, dude, like, I feel trying to put all of hip hop under one umbrella is like fucking nuts, dude. Because the shit that was coming out in 2018 versus the shit that's coming out now, completely different landscape. And these motherfuckers are talking about albums that came out in the 80s compared to now. And it's like, dude, you can't, I just don't think you can do that, man. And also, like, Donuts below Die Lit is fucking crazy. You know?
That's what I mean. It's like this sort of thing is like there's no real reason to pay attention to it. And I feel like if you are somebody who's like on Twitter constantly and you're fucking tweeting about how pissed off you are about this, like you're giving them what they want. They want you to get pissed off at their rankings for albums that they've never heard.
Yeah.
Because there's a larger conversation to be had here about how larger media outlets that talk about music are going towards engagement baiting and just trying to get clicks on their sites over actual journalism because they've been completely like replaced by internet forums and places where people can openly talk about music rather than having to review or rely on reviews to know if something's good or not. Like, we live in such a world where you can learn more about music by doing your own research and talking to people whose taste you like know you can trust than going to a website like Pitchfork. No one goes to Pitchfork unless it's to look at lists and shit like this. There's no reason to go there.
And get mad at the rankings.
Right. That's the only appeal that this website has anymore. And I think it's really sad that like journalism has, especially surrounding music, which is a super creative outlet, obviously, that we've kind of come full circle to where music has become this kind of just like the only way that these places can stay relevant or even in business is to engagement bait.
And it's a shame, man. It really is a shame because like I feel with the way that like modern, you know, discourse as a whole is, you need to add like some kind of like rage bait or like shit that you know is going to get people talking as opposed to the actual contents of what you're talking about, you know? And like, it's unfortunate, but that's how you have to sell your ideas and that's how you have to sell your music, you know? And like, I don't know, man, like what, like the Aux is really just evolving into two old men being like, what happened to the game that I love? But like real shit, man, like it's a fucking shame, dude. Like even growing up, right? I remember very distinctly, bit of a pivot, but IGN, right? Like the game reviewers. When Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire came out, like me and my niggas, we were fucking geeked, bro. Like that Gen 3 remakes, like we're up, dude. And the IGN review was like 7.8, too much water. And it's like, how are we going to take this seriously? How are we as consumers expected to take someone writing like that seriously when the only thing that they're doing is just trying to spawn false discourse, you know? False discourse maybe,
and that kind of,
but you know what I mean.
it kind of jumps back to the Taylor Swift thing because I kept seeing stuff that like some media outlets were completely dunking on this album, like calling it complete
Abysmal,
garbage
dog
and like
shit, horrible.
Like this is terrible writing. This is a
Mhm.
40-year-old woman who's talking about her sex life in like this album that's supposed to have like undertones of like what the music industry is like and like you know, and then
And,
to
like-
turn around and say the stuff like with like the Charlie XCX stuff and all that, and now there's like she's fucking shitting on Olivia Rodrigo, who are both like half of her age, and it's like,
which is crazy.
maybe not half, but like, and then there's like Rolling Stone, who's like, this album's a 10 out of 10, 100, perfect, and you look at the person who wrote it, and it's a Taylor Swift fan, and then you know, you're just like, how am I not supposed, like, how am I supposed to trust anything that this media outlet says when A, they let either bias come through in their reviewers, which, I mean, what's the point of actual nuanced reviewing if you're going to let someone who's a fan of the artist review it? And B, if that's not the case, why are you letting reviews get bought?
Yeah,
like
100%.
Because that's clearly
100%.
what's happening.
And that's why I think like independent journalism is so important, where as opposed to looking for reviews, discourse, comments from like a whole media outlet with a bunch of different working parts, going in and finding like individual people whose opinions you fuck with. You know what I mean? Like, that's why like I think people like Cinemasi are so important, and like Dash Lewis, because I know their opinions. I know that there's a lot of things I agree with them. I also know there's a lot of things that I disagree with them. You know? Like, I'm trying to think of an example, but I was talking with Dash about like our favorite Billy Woods albums, for examples. And they're pretty big on Church, right? And like that's also my favorite album. We talked about it. We like it for very similar reasons. I know I can go and read any one of their writings about anything, and I can trust their opinion because we have similar tastes, you know? In the same way that I can go, I'm not going to name any names, but there's some reviewers who I completely fucking disagree with. I know if they give an album like a fucking 2 out of 10, I'm going to be like, shit, this might be something I like, actually, you know? And I think like where, obviously it's a lot easier said than done. I'm a kumbaya ass idealistic nigga, but like if we could come to a point where journalism / review / all of that is from a more like independent lens, where you know whose article you're reading, you know who you're getting into, you know you're trusting. Like, I would much rather see one person's top 100 rap albums of all time as opposed to 35 different niggas on one article. You know what I mean? And like, I don't know. I think like
when you trust somebody's opinion, it, or not even just trust somebody's opinion, but when you know everything that someone is saying is their opinion, that like, it's really easy to look at that and be like, okay, I can understand why you would put this album over this, or why you would like this song more than this song. Because
100%.
based on the rest of the things that I see on this list, it clearly shows that you value this in music more than this.
Yes.
And like,
absolutely.
Seeing that like line of thinking and the train of thought when you look at someone's list or ranking, or when they talk about how they feel about music, I think is like the only way you can really have a conversation, like a real conversation.
Absolutely. And not just like surface level, you know what I mean? Because even along those lines, like you'd have some people arguing the quality of an album. Going back to the Taylor Swift thing, you have people arguing about the quality of an album based on the record sales. You know what I mean? And it's like, I don't give a fuck about how many records sold, bro. I want to know the quality of the music, you know? And I think in order for an authentic conversation to have, we have to look at music, which is already arguably the most subjective art form. It has to be from subjective points of view, you know? We can't have an objective top 100. Like, I'm trying to think of some shit that, like, even between us that I love that you don't like, but I think our tastes are pretty aligned, all things considered.
I mean, there's definitely things I think that you like way more than I do that I like am not really willing to like dig into because I know it's not my sort of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Like
The
there are very
experimental
few
weird
things
shit.
in music that I really hate. Like I don't really hate any
Mhm.
hip hop. There's some things that I'm just not willing to listen to though.
Yeah, yeah.
Um
In the same way, I
but
know
everybody
you
has
rank
those
Griselda a
distinctions
lot
like
higher than I do, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
if we lived in a world where everybody thought the same things about music, it would be miserable.
It would,
Um
because at that point, why the fuck is, like, what's the point of music? The point of music is unique perspectives and unique interpretations of the same shit, you know?
yeah.
Like, you can't, like, it's one thing that I love about hip hop and one thing that I think is kind of, like, dicey as well. Like, earlier this year, I went to a Saw Baby show, right? And then, like, a few weeks later, I went to go see Prem Rock. And it's like, those are both hip hop. You can't compare Saw Baby and Prem Rock. You just can't. You know what I mean? And it's like, I feel hip hop is the genre that has the most wide umbrella, for lack of a better term. Because yes, you have your subgenres, but like you can listen to Dial It and you can listen to Pimp a Butterfly. They're both rap music, technically. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Yeah. I think to summarize my whole thoughts on this thing is like, we as a people need to, it's funny I'm saying this because I'm literally doing the exact opposite. I'm mad hypocritical, but like, we got to stop giving so much levity to, I don't know if that's the right way you say it, but like, we got to stop giving so much grease to these Pitchfork articles, you know? And like, no disrespect to the writers that are on there. I know some of the writers that are on there. They're good people. They're doing their job. They're doing what they need to. But we can't value those lists and treat them as gospel when we all know it's some bullshit. You know what I mean? Like what? Like
And
yeah.
another thing, like as those writers, I do think you need to be aware that
Mhm.
you are putting your name on something that means that that is what people think you think.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. 100%.
if you're saying things or you're putting your name on things that you don't believe for the greater purposes of your work, that is a reflection on you and what people are going to think about what you think about music.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I
100%.
think you need to understand that when you try to make a turn and profit on sharing your opinion publicly.
Mhm.
I mean, we see people do that every day.
Yes, we do.
There's an industry of people who make money off of sharing their opinions.
Yeah.
When you do that, you're acknowledging that you are, to some degree, you can be bought. Your opinion can be bought.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like, if you're okay with that, then that's what it is.
For
But
sure.
like,
And at the end of the day,
I find it hard.
Mhm.
I find it hard to have an equal amount of respect for those opinions of those people.
Yeah.
Because they can be bought.
And it is kind of a double-edged sword because I was watching Open Mike Eagle was talking about this whole top 100 list as well, right? And one of the writers of like some of the articles on that like called him midstream and was like, listen, dog, like there was a lot of hats in the ring. We did what we can. We knew this was going to ruffle some feathers. At the end of the day, like this is what we needed to do. This is something that Pitchfork wanted us to do. We wanted to keep our jobs, kind of thing. And like, on a more macro level, I completely understand that, and I have to respect that because at the end of the day, like niggas got to eat, you know. But like, it's just fucking wild that that's the day and age that we're living in, you know. Yeah, it's crazy. Like I know I've mentioned them a lot, but Cinemasi Dylan had a few articles in that top 100 as well, and like I'm familiar with their solo work, their solo journalism as well. I'm not going to hold it too much against them that they had a few articles in here because I know that they're just trying to do what they got to do, you know? And like, but at the same time, I'm going to lose a lot of respect for, I think his name's like Paul A. Anderson, the motherfucker who put the whole thing together. Cause like, you know, I don't know. Maybe I'm just throwing shots. Maybe I'm just a hater. But yeah, I just wanted to bring some attention to that because I've seen a lot of discourse as well where people are treating this like it is like fucking Martin Luther nailing the 95 problems with the church on the door. You don't have to take it like that. You don't have to take it as seriously as you did, you know? Like, I like the Sexy Red album. I saw that shit at 93. I said, all right, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Yeah, it's just don't let yourself get rage baited on the internet.
Exactly. And like,
protect yourself from that.
A quick little comment on the Taylor Swift thing. I'm not mad that she's talking about her sex life. Do your thing, queen, but do it with more sauce. You can't, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's my opinion. Yeah.
I think the bigger thing for the Taylor Swift stuff is like, whether it's her or it's her fans, she's like fully accepted this role of trying to be this like Shakespearean level poet writer that she just like isn't.
Yeah.
And like,
yeah,
we talked about it a little before, but like the Black Thought thing where all of her fans were like, who the fuck is this? This guy wouldn't know real writing if it smacked him in the face. Like, no, that's like one of the greatest rappers of all time. Like,
and it's
the level of ignorance that comes from like just the level of ignorance that comes from the fan base and like to some degree her inability to like understand what the public perception about like her music is. That's to me like where this disconnect happens. And like I think like you can't say she's doing anything but making the music that she wants to make, but it's like
at the same
nobody
time,
wants to hear the music she wants to make.
I'm saying, and at the same time, it's like I feel it's one of those ones where like Taylor Swift is the Drake of hip hop or of pop music. You know what I mean? Where like I've listened to a few Taylor Swift records. Maybe it's just me. I don't get a hint of authenticity from it. I don't get a shred of like this being what you know what I mean? You know what I'm trying to say? It just feels so fucking cookie cutter pop label shit. And like maybe I need to listen to the Taylor's versions then, but like bro, like I got to draw the line in the sand here, you know? This is where I come out as a Swiftie secretly. This entire time I've been a Swiftie. Crazy. Yeah. I don't know.
For real. She's got some good songs too.
Bro, she does though. That's the thing. What's the one joint? Oh my god, I can't think. I'm about to fucking artist tracks Taylor Swift right now. Hold on.
Romeo and Juliet, it's a classic.
That shit goes fucking crazy actually. Love Story goes crazy actually.
Tap back into that. We don't need to hear about Travis Kelce's cock. I don't want to hear about that anymore.
Speak for yourself, actually. That's the main reason why I'm dialing into. Sorry. My bad. Can you tell that I'm in a very good headspace right now? Yeah. Sick. I think that wraps up pretty much what we wanted to talk about. Yeah.
For real.
So I guess with that said, it's time to move into fucking mail day. I have the image that you sent me so graciously pulled up. Let's get right the fuck into it, brother. What do you want to start with?
Top middle. I grabbed Alchemist, Freddie Gibbs, and Currency Fetty from 2018. Oh. This is definitely never getting repressed now because Freddie and Currency hate each other, I guess. So figured I would buy while the stock is where it is.
Yep.
It was very expensive, but I really like that album. So
absolutely. Dare I ask how much you spent on it? If not on the air, actually, we don't have to get into that on the air.
I mean, you could probably see the sale on Discogs.
So actually, if I went and looked,
it was $250 USD.
Oh, that's not bad. That's not.
Okay, well, I mean, it wasn't. The shit was like 30 when it released. So
fair. Okay, fair. Actually,
yeah. So
brutal, but still, that's a worthwhile thing.
I think so too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
On the left of that, got Killing Nothing, Boldy James, and Real Bad Man. That's a really solid album if you've never heard it.
Crazy. Yeah. Real
Real Bad Man, yeah. His thing this year with Zaloopers was really good.
Stupid. That was this year.
I really enjoyed that. Yeah, very beginning of this year. I think that was like the first album I listened to this year.
Oh my god, yeah,
like
you're
the
right.
first new one.
Oh fuck me, this year has been crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, super solid. Super solid.
Then all the way on the right, I got the RRC Black Antique with the OB limited to 50.
Yep.
I have like 10 records now that have that fucking gray black splatter pattern.
Yep. You and me both.
I mean, it looks good though. I think it fits the aesthetic of this album pretty well. That's why I had to get it for this one.
Agreed. Fully. Yep.
Then this morning I was just out at a record fair, grabbed the 3 on the bottom. So Diamond Life.
Oh.
I gotta collect more
Sade.
Yeah, like, and not even just that, because like I have Love Deluxe, but I think like Love Deluxe is that an actual album or is that a compilation album?
It's an actual album, I think.
It's weird because I've seen other songs from that album on other albums.
Records.
Yeah, so obviously I wasn't fucking alive when this was coming out, but I kind of just got to collect all the songs like the Infinity Stones because
absolutely. Then you'll become the most
figure out
like powerful R&B nigga ever.
I don't know about all that.
That was a little crazy for me. Oh boy!
All the way on the left, I grabbed Navy's Reprise. Really underrated album. Honestly, I never hear people talk about this. This and Ways of Knowing, I think, they're definitely overshadowed by
Songs of Sage, Out of
Irin, and and Songs of Sage, and even Memoirs in Armor. I think as well. But those two that came out in that time period are honestly what like got me into Navy Blue because I remember Songs of Sage came out. That was the first time I had heard him, and then I kind of like kept listening. And did that and Ways of Knowing were 2 projects that I was like, okay, I really do truly see the vision now.
Absolutely.
It was those that got me to like latch on, and then
I'm gonna be real. Navy's Reprise is in my top 3. Navy Blue, like easily. Like that album, bro. Primo, Timberwolves, Peach Cobbler, my whole life. I'm just yelling, crazy, like crazy fucking album, dude.
These are a crazy 5 albums to have under your belt in one decade.
Absolute, bro. I think some serious conversations need to be had about Navy Blue being one of the best. Because I also just recently found out he's had some label fuckery with Def Jam. And there's 3 other albums that have been made that haven't been officially released. I believe they're all
Is it the other Song of Sages?
Yes. Yeah. I haven't even heard those yet.
Because I know, like, when Post Panic came out, he sold a box set of 4 records of all of the Song of Sage records. Oh,
shit.
That shit is like $2,000. Like, because I think that's the only way, before people started ripping it off the vinyl, that was the only way you could hear those albums.
Yeah. Shit, I would, bro, if I had bread like that, bro, I would have tapped in, man. Because, God,
that would also explain the rumblings I have been seeing about a Navy Blue album possibly coming out this year. So,
oh fuck, let's hope, dude. Let's hope. He is the truest, after all.
He is indeed the truest. Oh, and then Maps is also there. I did buy Maps.
Yep.
Goated album. That reminds me, two albums we didn't talk about that are coming out.
Sorry, right quick. I really just like in the middle section of the Maps album cover, can't do it. And the bag of Doja. Oh, it's so good. I had a friend say that this is like terrible album art. And then I showed him the airport safety card that it was based off of, and he was like, okay, this is the craziest thing ever, actually.
Yeah. So that shit is fire. All of the covers for this record are so good.
The alternate one is crazy too, man.
Yeah,
Oh,
we were talking about earlier. I have this. I might get the other one too
yeah,
now.
yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
not now. In a little,
Down the
after a
line.
little while.
Down the line, yeah, because this
Haven't
is
even listened to this shit yet.
right. You got them like fucking few hours ago.
Yeah, I sat down when I got home and we started recording. So.
Yep. And sorry, 2 albums
but there
that
is
we missed.
I mean, I kind of briefly talked about the first one. This Friday,
Oh yeah,
Maria of the Marias is releasing her first solo album
Mhm.
under the name Not for Radio. So
okay.
that's coming out Friday. There was
Sweet.
there was a listening party in New York in like this like garden situation, like
Mhm.
public garden that they closed off at night.
Oh.
That was really cool. I don't know if she still has them up, but also earlier this week she put out the pre-order for some physicals, and there's a really cool like moss-filled record. Like there's moss pressed between the record.
Oh shit! Okay.
So that's pretty cool. There's been a
Yeah.
couple snippets that have come out. I have reason to believe that if you liked Submarine, that you will also really enjoy this one. So
yeah. I will be there.
That's coming out, and then we did get confirmation, as much confirmation as it can be, that November 14th we are getting another Boldy James and Nicholas Craven album number 4. So
real. What? Oh fuck! What channel did you put it in?
probably Home Base.
Yeah. Also, there's a new Montel Fish album coming.
Oh, also that. Yeah, that's also happening.
And the new Dave album. And the Tia Corine album comes out next week. Yo, I'm horrible at my fucking job, bro.
Type shit.
Yeah, real. Yeah, probably. And I'm looking at the Moss pressing now. Hard. Like crazy, actually.
That shit is fire. I did pre-order that. I also pre-ordered one of the signed ones. So
I can't find the tweet about the Boldy fucking, but yep, Boldy James.
it is coming out. Oh, it's in new releases. I put it in there.
Fuck yeah, right.
Shout out to Below the Hip Hop. It's like the best
Below the
Instagram
Hip-Hop.
account for hip hop releases and stuff that I track.
That's the GOAT too, actually, man. I like that guy.
He posts some funny shit too.
Yes, he does. And he's tapped
This account is how I know where Freddie's new Instagram accounts are after he gets banned.
So fucking real, actually.
Which did happen again. He did get banned.
I'm not surprised.
Freddie. Yeah, so hopefully we'll have a new Freddie Instagram account.
Yeah, hopefully soon. I'll be there, and then I'll see whatever videos of explicit nature he posts. Yeah. Right on. I guess we'll show my little mail week, and then I think we're good to call it. Only thing that came in, I pre-ordered this shit like a fucking hot minute ago, but Only Dust Remains by Backwash has come in. I'm just gonna pull up the fucking image on my Twitter because I don't want to take it out of the sleeve. One of my favorite releases this year, like by fucking far, some of the craziest shit I've ever heard. And a beautiful pressing too. It's like this little transparent situation. So fucking cool. And if you guys haven't listened to Only Dust Remains, like I cannot recommend that album enough. What's my Twitter name? OG. Yeah, there we go. I should know that. Genuinely some of the craziest shit I've ever heard. Like so fucking good. Yeah, here we go. Boom. And like there's like a poster that came with it, and like the sleeve that the record itself is in. Oh, it's so sick. Oh, it's so fucking cool. And she also gave me a little Bandcamp. I'm not going to show it, but a little code to download it on Bandcamp, too, so you can get the digital. Yeah. Shout out Backwash. She's the fucking GOAT. She's the fucking illest. Yeah. Life is good. Life is good, my friends. Follow the Aux on Twitter. Follow the Aux on Instagram. Follow my dumbass on Twitter and Instagram. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Fucking, yeah. And I guess with that, we'll leave with the album recommendations, and then we're pretty much good to go, I think. Yeah. Hold on. Let me figure out... Well, let me boot up my fucking Spotify for one, because this shit takes 12 fucking years to list. Yeah, there we go. What am I going to tell people to listen to today? What am I going to tell people to listened to. Let's go to the on repeat. Let's see what I've been listening to. You know what? This one probably people have listened to a lot, but Known Unknowns by Billy Woods. One of my favorites in his catalog. Completely produced by Blockhead, who's one of my favorite producers ever. Give this one a spin if you haven't. Some of my favorite beats Woods has ever rapped on. Police Came to My Show was crazy. Bush League is crazy. Keloid is like probably in my top 10 Woods songs of all times. Tap in with this one if y'all have it. Yeah. And what are you telling the streets to listen to this week?
Listen to Fair Exchange No Robbery by Boldy James and Nicholas Craven.
So real, actually. So fucking.
Gave that album a spin again this week, a couple days ago. I think it's really solid. After listening to the other two a little more, I think this is still my favorite from both of them. Working together at least.
It's such a crazy album, dude. Oh, it's so fucking crazy, actually. I need to revisit it as well, I think. Yeah. And with that, my friends, thank you for listening to the Aux Podcast. Oh fuck, there's another new release that I forgot to mention. Oh shit. In the Rap Music Plug Podcast Discord server, Trey does played us the new Snot Nose Salem. Hold on. Where the fuck is the Twitter? Oh fuck, hold on. Snot Nose Salim, sorry. What the fuck? Where is it? Oh, I'm so unprofessional, dude. I gotta go on the main Twitter on the show. Oh, it's not looking good, bruh. I can't show how many fucking accounts I'm logged into, bruh. Oh, jeez. Hold on, Snot Nose. Where the fuck? Snotty, where are you? Yeah, there we go. We got an early listen of A River Dies of Thirst, which is coming out on the Tuesday. This is some of the craziest shit I've heard this year. This is like some of the craziest shit I've fucking heard this year. It's definitely one that you guys want to tap in with. When it comes out, you'll see it in my Twitter. You'll see me talk about it. We'll talk about it on the week's episode. Nuts, dude. Like fucking nuts. So yeah, keep that on your radar. Yeah. Okay. Cool. And hopefully by next week I'll feel normal again, because I feel fucked up right now. Like I don't know what's going on, dude. Yeah. And I think we're good to close this shit out. Anything you want to leave the people with, or we should guide?
Yeah, nah.
Yeah. Don't be a dickhead. Stream Taylor Swift. Don't do that.
Yep. Do that.
Let me find a beat to fucking close this shit with. I don't know what this is. Let's play it. Let's figure it out. Thank you guys for listening to the Aux. I appreciate y'all. Oh.